Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow with your hosts, Shadow Blazer 3000.
And Pikachu! Pika!
And that's Pikachu for he's Drak.
Yep.
And we're in
I
Pewter...
am the Drak. And I am being baffled by all of this color.
That's...
And you did it too!
Yes,
Don't knock me
I wasn't
on
giving
that.
you crap for that. I was just... I'm giving you crap for not cutting out random encounters, but anyway, yeah.
Hey, nobody can mock the little Metapod that could.
I just wanted to show this off. I didn't think you were going to.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. Especially since this is actually like a legitimate song that made it into the score of Pokemon.
And it's so underused.
Which, for the record, if somebody could please point me in the direction, I know that every song in the game made it into the anime at some point, but I've looked everywhere for like a Pokemon score CD, and I can't find one. So if somebody could point me in the right direction, please do. I would love to start using that music for like some of our grinding breaks or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Or maybe even put like the legitimate gym leader music behind when we actually fight the gym leaders. Alright, so are you going to treat the Boy Scout better than I did?
No, I'm still gonna gain rape him.
I'm all for this. Why? Because it's Pokemon.
Though unfortunately, you had more of an advantage with the Squirtle. Mankey's just average against regular ground types.
Yeah, that's right, because they literally made it so that the order of the starters that you get, Squirtle's like the last. Mm-hmm. And I think you can't get him till after Misty, right?
Yeah, you get him in Vermilion City.
Yeah, so you have the option of getting Bulbasaur before then.
No, you can't get Bulbasaur before
Or
Brock.
before Misty.
Yes, before Misty.
And maybe Charmander before Misty? And then
Yes,
you have to wait till
Charmander.
Surge for
Yeah.
Squirtle. Which makes absolutely perfect sense. I mean, it's like you're totally going to take a water Pokemon into Lieutenant Surge.
SANDSHREW.
Speaking of Lieutenant Surge, so I have a funny story.
Uh-huh.
I do actually have to have exposure to like little kids occasionally. I mean, like for example, I have nieces, and they like the Pokemon series. They did not like the Lieutenant Surge episode.
Wow. Well,
They did not like seeing the beatdown that Pikachu got.
aww.
One of them actually ran out of the room crying.
Aww.
And it's so bad. And here's the thing, okay? I love combat scenes, especially like later seasons of Pokemon get combat really well.
Yeah.
That's still hard to watch.
It is pretty
Because up
sad.
until this point, you have, as a viewer, you have gained a great bond with this Pokemon. And to see him just get his butt handed to him
Yeah.
is painful. But I actually say that's not the most painful part of the episode. The most painful part is Ash making the choice. Because he gets handed a Thunderstone.
Right. And he has to deal with it.
Uh-huh. But then Pikachu says no.
Mm-hmm.
And here's Brock.
And yes, I do actually give Brock a thorough whooping.
So will he be wearing a shirt this time? We hope so. We really do. I mean, we could have made a ton of jokes about the fact that he was shirtless in blue version.
Was he really? Or...
Oh yeah, he's shirtless.
I thought it was just sprite limitations.
No, he's shirtless.
Okay.
They made the sprite so he was shirtless. I was about ready to make a joke of going, okay, any Nurse Joys or Officer Jennies need to leave the room right now.
Exactly. Low kick.
We needed to have Misty come in, grab it by the ear, and go, put your shirt on.
Geodude. And Mankey grew to level 12.
Nice. And I'm trying to remember, what level does Mankey become Primate?
I cannot remember. It's 20-something, I think.
Yeah, it's in the 20s. It's gotta be.
Onyx.
I actually didn't like this Onyx.
You don't like
and
this redesign.
the sprite. It's mainly because it doesn't look cool. I mean, it looks
I think it looks better than the blue. I think the blue looks
better than
derpy.
blue, but everything looks better than blue.
Yes, it does.
I'm trying to think. I think it was either gold or silver that actually got a good sprite of Onyx.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the ones where he's like coiled and ready to attack. Mm-hmm. But these ones decided, oh yeah, we're gonna make him look, like a U, and maybe that he's in a little pain. And look, he took you for granted.
Yes.
He takes everybody for granted.
Mm-hmm. These alternative universes, they're all alike.
Exactly. except this one has color.
Ooh. Do. That's an official Pokemon League badge.
No, I question the validity. You know, I'll do like the back in old fantasy-based movies. You chew the coin to make sure it's real.
I always wondered if there's like this this panel of League rule creators, and they like sit and they look at the gym leaders. It's like, who'd be good to run this gym? Let's see. Well, he's got some really good rock Pokemon. I always wondered, how do people become gym leaders?
Actually, you know what? To bring it back to another discussion that we had, I would wonder if this council actually had precedence over the naming of the badges.
Right.
Maybe that's why you ended up with the Marsh badge being a psychic type. And also the fact that the Marsh badge, a psychic badge, is just simply a gold circle.
Right.
That made no sense to me. I mean, you know, even if it was just like a little pink ring kind of thing.
I mean, or even in the anime where there's probably like dozens more badges.
Oh, yeah.
I always assumed that. Like, people have wondered, like, how does Gary have so many badges? I just figured, there are considerably more cities in the anime, so there's probably more gyms.
Well, and it also makes me wonder, okay, so we brought this up at the beginning, you know, that the difficulty check was the 3 starters.
Yeah.
How did they do that in later games? Because it's not the same order. It's, I believe in Gold and Silver, you start off with a flying gym leader, and then you go to a bug, and then you go to normal. So, how do you judge that?
It's still the same. I think it's still the same, though. Like, Chikorita's more difficult, especially considering you're going against a flying gym. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's the same with the starters. The difficulty order might be different for each one, but, you know.
So you're saying that the grass would still be easy, fire would still be hard?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So.
Well, then I guess I'm screwed if we do Gen 2, because I already know who my pick would be.
You want to pick Chikorita or Cyndaquil?
No, I love Cyndaquil, and it's simply because of the final evolution.
Oh, Cyndaquil's good.
I love Typhlosion. So, it's funny. I'm weird that way. I will always go towards the Pokemon that have, like, the really bad-looking evolutions, and only get those. And especially with the starters. This is why Gen 1's so hard for me. Charizard is plenty bad as a dragon, but Blastoise is... You never expected that. Yeah. You never expected cannons out of the turtle shell.
Yeah, Blastoise is badass. I love Blastoise.
Blastoise!
Blastoise! You ever see that video of the kid's like freaking out because he gets a Blastoise Pokemon card? He's so excited.
No.
Oh god, you gotta watch that. It's like the Nintendo 64 kid. It's not the same kid, but it's like that pretty much.
Dude.
Especially the ones that put Teen Spirit to the video. Those are the best.
That's so bad. But it's so good too. I like it.
Dun 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 dun. It's such a 90s theme.
Did you bring up the 90s?
Yes.
Dude! Rob Liefeld is awesome!
See, back into our day, there was this band called Nirvana. And Teen Spirit was, whoa! The grunge rock genre was born out of Seattle. Before the days of coffee and Starbucks, it was grunge rock. Kids with long hair would play loud music. I could probably try to be more like Grandpa Simpson. Matlock!
And thus began the Batman's aversion to rock and roll! Did you ever hear about that?
No.
There is actually a Batman comic where he is against rock and roll. He
blames
I saw rock and roll music for all the ills.
Yes, I did see that. I saw the Linkara review of that.
Yeah, exactly. I still love the, if you go watch later in Linkara, he brings that up, because he's doing, last year he did March of the Titans. And they bring up that, according to them, if you wanted to be a Teen Titan, you needed parents' permission. And so that was kind of an interesting question with Robin, since the mentor was Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. And so Linkara actually visualizes that. He's like, but I want to join the Teen Titans, but I need parents' permission. No, because I know what you teens will do. You'll sit there in that house and listen to rock and roll, won't you? And it was awesome.
It's super.
Linkara. Linkara's providing like 80% of our material these days.
Pretty much.
We ought to just write a check out to him, which I know he'd gladly accept. Funniest thing about being a capitalist, if you see money coming your way, you'll accept it. I could totally relate to that.
Yep.
Uh-oh, I brought all the evil capitalist hate to our channel.
Oh no.
All the evil capitalist hate that Linkara gets occasionally. Okay. I actually will give credit to the blue version. I like their EKANS better.
You like that EKANS better?
I do, and it's just
that looks horrible.
Just because of the trademark kind of rattlesnake look.
I mean, this does not. This looks more like a snake than that. That looks like a piece of. It looks like those fuzzy pipe things that you make in arts and crafts.
I don't know. It works for me. I don't know why.
You're weird.
Yes, I am.
So
Alex knows this completely. You guys don't. It's totally true.
Thundershock. Red defeated the youngster.
Did we miss him again? Yes, we did.
Yeah, it was the shorts kid, but that's okay.
I like shorts. They're nice and breezy.
I'm going down for some. You looked at me, didn't you? Yeah.
Alex, we learned this in blue. You don't look at her.
Yeah, don't look at her. Lass wants to fight. Lassie wants to fight. Oi.
Oh, man.
Thundershock.
I'm sorry, but I want to know what inspired the Lass image.
Schoolgirls, of course.
Well, of course, but why is she frightened? If she's a Pokemon trainer, why is she afraid?
I don't think she's afraid. I think she's just, I don't know.
Shocked, because we looked at her.
Maybe I have to look at the sprite again. I'll just truly just.
She's shocked because she caught us listening to rock and roll, didn't you?
I gotta say, I've never scrutinized some of the sprites, but
oh man. And I get the schoolgirl deal. I mean, it was like because even the show kind of mocked it with the Pokemon Academy. Because they had to explain why all these students were out here.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
It was actually. I liked it. I especially liked that, the Lindsay Lohan of the school. I'm trying to remember the movie she was in to actually make that comparison, but she actually was
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls, thank you. The Mean Girls girl from that episode had a Cubone. Cubone.
She looks more like she's just excited and holding her Pokeball, I guess.
Yeah, just freaking out.
I don't know. The resolution's obviously not. These are 8-bit sprites. The resolution's not exactly fantastic.
I'm putting way too much thought to this.
Are you a trainer? Let's fight.
We would fight.
And of course, it's another bug trainer. What else? There's only like 8 million of these.
Oh yeah, strewn throughout the world.
I guess it is because Satoshi Tajiri was a big bug collector as a kid, so... Which is what inspired him to make Pokemon.
See, and I kind of just took that comparison, the fact that, we were still very close to Viridian Forest, so bug catchers were still coming out of there.
Oh sure, find an in-universe explanation to trump my little trivia explanation.
Well, but then we started seeing bug catchers out on Cinnabar Island, and that made no sense.
Yeah. Harden.
I love the image of this Kakuna. He's slightly annoyed at you. You had to pull me out of the Pokeball, didn't you?
At least Kakuna knows Poison Sting.
He was too busy listening to rock and roll! I think I just found the name of this episode.
Rock and roll.
You were listening to rock and roll, weren't you?
Don't stop now. Lock and load. Not rock and roll, but I always thought it was. Tackle. Can I do it? I'm sure I can. I'm just spamming quick attack.
So we keep talking about the TV series here because obviously it is a prime inspiration for us in getting into Pokemon. I'm going to limit this just to the original series, like the first season.
Right.
Favorite character. And it could be Ash, Misty, or Brock, I don't care, but favorite character in it that they ever did.
I never had a favorite character. I mean, yeah, never really did. I mean, because it's such a that's what's kind of interesting about Pokemon is it's such a group show that there's there's not like the one character that shines out or steals the show. Kind of like some other shows, so I can't say I ever had a favorite just because, oh, you love MASH, Misty, and Brock all as a trio.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me narrow it then, okay? So, yes, there was a lot of padding in the series to get to the gym battles.
Yes.
And all that. So, of the gym battles that they showcased in the series, in the first season, best one.
That would either be the Sabrina gym or the Viridian gym. They're both have their great advantages, really. Because the Sabrina gym is like wacky because, oh, if you lose, you get to be my little toys.
Oh yeah, that was freaky.
Yes, and of course, the Viridian gym, even I was a little sad that Ash didn't get to fight against Giovanni. In fact, he doesn't even get to fight against Giovanni till like, he didn't even fight till him till like very, very recently. I'm talking black and white people. That's how long it took Ash to finally face Giovanni. But still, one is you do get to see the teasing of Mewtwo before the movie.
Oh yeah, where he trashed Gary.
Yes, and of course you get to see Team Rocket battle Ash in place of the gym.
Oh jeez, that was so bad. And here's the problem too, is that Giovanni must have known. Actually, I will one-up you. There was a way better battle.
Which one?
Because this basically set the pace for me as far as everything else. And that was Cinnabar fighting Blaine.
Ah, yeah. That
Magmar versus Charizard. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was indeed so awesome that Kids WB actually did later commercials based off that.
Oh, yeah. Pokemon became the golden child for that network.
Yes, to which a lot of kids, and including me to some extent, I think, yes, that Pokemon got way too much of a spotlight with Kids WB, and that was sad, but at the same time, that's where they were making money.
Hey, you're not wearing shorts! Get him!
So, would it be safe to say that this youngster is Pantist?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably picked the wrong word to say, but I'm going with it.
Pantist.
He's Pantist. He's Pantaloonist.
I almost thought you said panties, which...
No! We're not even going there.
I was gonna say, which reminds me of a character out of Eden of the East. And no, it's not a schoolgirl or anything.
See, for a second there, I thought you were going to go in a really wrong direction, and I'm glad you didn't go there.
No. Lost.
Because I can't remember what it was actually called. It was something Kabuki, where the main character would scream out like, "Magic Panties, lend me your strength!"
Oh, Lord.
In order for her to gain elite gaming skills. I'm like... I mean, this was a gaming anime.
Yeah.
This would have been perfect for me. As soon as I heard that, I turned it off. It's like, I can't take this seriously now. This has disappointed me on so many levels.
But Catcher sent out Caterpie. What else is new?
Of course. And I'm going to reach out into the stars. I'm going to predict the second Pokemon. Weedle. Oh no, Pikachu!
Hang in there, Pikachu. You can do it. Or not. A screenshot.
You are the Goku of this series. Now start throwing out a Kamehameha Thundershock.
Sadly, Pikachu doesn't have the epic Haxor skills of the anime.
No, he does not. He is based on an actual Pikachu.
In fact, in my dry run, I had to really stuff Pikachu full of vitamins. Just to get him to be decent.
And apparently my psychic abilities are flawed.
Aw.
Because I didn't predict Metapod.
Thundershock. Oh, Metapod. Fortunately, Harden raises defense and not special.
Yeah. So, elemental-based attacks are still going to work.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. That's kind of the one thing I hate about Nintendo games, is the warning that you're low on health.
Yeah.
Dee-doo, dee-doo, dee-doo. And guys, I've been playing Mario and Zelda, man. We've been dealing with it for years.
And this trainer's optional, and I fight her off screen, but let's... What do I find in here? Ah, Rattata. Boo, go away.
I'll tell you, that Rattata image he's happy that he did something. We just don't know what.
Exactly.
I'm happy that I pooed.
Well, I'm here at the base of Mount Moon, and this will actually wrap up this particular episode. So, guys, until next time, I am Shadow.
And I am Drak. And this is Pokemon Yellow.
See you next time.